Hi everyone, it's Niamh here and welcome to my art journaling channel. Today we're going to be flying high with these beautiful new stamps from Dina Wakley's new October release from Ranger. So I'm starting off in one of my art journals and I'm first of all painting my page with white gesso. It's not something I do very often, but I knew for this page I wanted it quite stark and I wanted to use the gloss sprays. I didn't want them to seep into the paper, so I needed to seal the paper first. You can do it with gesso, you could use it with clear gel medium, it really doesn't matter, but just something so that paint isn't going to, or the gloss inks aren't going to soak into the page. So these are the brand new stamps from Dina Wakley from a set called Fly High. I'm using all of them on this page. They're absolutely beautiful. They're very, very sketchy. They've got those lovely little splatty bits at the end, which I think is what's really drawn them to me. They're not perfect, which I love. And as soon as I saw them, it just gave me this idea for this page, which I had to play around with. Now, this is in the original black journal, and I don't usually recommend stamping straight onto the page. But in this case, it actually worked okay because I didn't mind if it's splitty, splatty. It actually added to the effect. But if you're really concerned about it, you could always stamp out onto some collage paper first, tissue paper, and then glue that onto your page and do this. I'm using my new gloss inks from Dina Wakley with the droppers in the neon colours, and I'm just sort of painting them over the top of the bird, use my finger to move it around, so it's got this sort of like trail coming off. It's also sort of not perfect onto the stamped image, and I did want that deliberately. I wanted to give it sort of this sense of movement as it's going through, kind of using the dropper to drag the ink across the page. I don't mind if they sort of blend in together, that's fine. I don't mind if there's splatters everywhere. It's really, really loose. The reason that I stamped first and then did this is, one, it gave me a bit of an idea of where I wanted to put the inks. It would be a bit tricky otherwise, but you could do it. But also because the neon inks in particular are transparent, so once they dry, it actually looks like you stamped on top of it anyway, so it doesn't really cover over the blackness of the image in any way, which is really, really good. Obviously, if the image got lost a little bit, you could certainly stamp over it again. One of the things I love about Dina's stamps is they're cut really, really close to the image, so it is pretty easy to line them up and re-stamp over it. But if you're a bit concerned about that, you can always stamp them onto again, tissue paper and glue them back over the top again, or just get a pen and draw over it. Either way works. To add to the sort of splatters, you can see I'm sort of dropping on some of the extra ink because it's just something that makes me happy. But I did want to add a little bit more blackness in. So on the tails of each of the birds, they've sort of got the little black dots, little black splats coming out the back of them, again to give a sense of movement. So I wanted to add a little bit more of that in. So I'm just using my black gloss spray and a fan brush to create a little bit of extra splat on the page. When I had finished that, I wanted to add a quote to the page. So as I sort of think about that, I was trying to find a white pen that worked. And I'm just going over the top, just again to pull out the image a little bit, give it a little bit of detail with my white Posca paint pen. And I'm being really loose with this. I'm sort of drawing over the top of the lines, but I'm missing in bits, and you'll see in the close-ups, it really is sort of very haphazard. Funnily enough, I cleaned my stamps because that's probably the first and last time you'll actually see me do both of those things, because I'm not very good at looking after my stamps. Now I'm going in with a quote. This is from another new stamp set from Dina called Healing and Light, I think, and it's got this beautiful quote on it, which I choose, Healing and Light. And I just really loved how the bird images and that scribbly text really worked. So this is the final page. Super, super quick to do. You can see how well that stamped image and the gloss sprays come together, and gives you the total page. Make a gorgeous card as well, so you could sort of reduce this down into a card size page. So I hope you have a go at doing this. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye for now.